Before we get started, we gotta check out this mic, see if it's working. This is real close to the mic. This is far away from the mic. Well, not so far. Man, you're quick. Man, you're quick, Shadow. You're like Quick Draw McGraw. You're like right there the second I start. Sorry if you've been waiting. Let me get the lights all hooked up over here. I got a kit come in today. I want to do a little opening. We're streaming to YouTube and Twitch right now to try to hook people into going over to the Twitch channel to find all the goodness that we're going to do tonight. And we're actually going to run the commercial music. Screw the money. We're not going to be... Who cares about all that jazz? Not me. Me and Shadow Wolf have been building an epic playlist which you just gotta listen to. I've been thinking about putting some Ozzy Osbourne in there tonight. What do you think about that, Shadow? Put in the request, buddy. It's there. Actually, I had to send my son to space camp today. He's been going to space camp. My daughter's going next week. It's kind of the interesting thing about my kids is the one's going to figure out what's going on in the entire solar system, and the other one wants to travel to Mars. So I got a little bit of each. I love it how Twitch is so responsive. You know, the thing about Twitch that I really like is that, you know, on YouTube you never really get the notifications that you're online. And really, you were online 2 seconds after I started streaming, which is perfect. I'm streaming. So Shadow, is the music too loud? Perfect. Thanks for the feedback, buddy. You know, it's a real pleasure having you around to help me kit things so that they're real nice. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's forget about this damn timer and get into it. So as you can see over on the desk, we've got a package. We're gonna open it up, and the score is right now is that we're going to try to encourage people to go over to Twitch. If you look down below in the description of the video, you'll find a link to Just Another Scale Modeler on Twitch, and you'll be able to watch us. And the differences between the stream here and the stream there is that we're going to have song request abilities. You can pick any kind of song you want. It's gonna be like watching modeling and listening to Ozzy Osbourne or Gone with the Wind or some crazy southern rock that my buddy Shadow's got going on, and it's pretty fine stuff, I gotta say. It really is. There's some soul into it. You know, the southern rock has soul. But the thing is we'll be able to watch or listen to great music, talk about the models, and build an epic kit. Now, I know what's inside this kit. I'm not telling you. You're going to have to find out in a couple of seconds. Roll Tide. I had to look that up the other day. I think I'm supposed to, or I think the whole crowd of us are supposed to say, Roll Tide, you know, or something like that. You guys, you Alabamans. So, let's get this started. This playlist on YouTube here is gonna have some heavy music and stuff like that. That's okay. We're gonna switch the camera here, go over to the desk. I'm not gonna do much talking while we're opening it because I don't have a microphone over there yet. We're going to try to get that upgrade within the next few weeks, probably with my Patreon bucks. I want to thank my patrons, Shadow included, Patrick Rivard, who came in yesterday. You can see up on the left hand side that he followed yesterday on Twitch. If you donate through the links provided, it'll go up on that list too. So if you want to get your name in lights, it's up there forever and ever. Yeah, Shadow says down here. Actually, if I go like this, we got chat. This is a good way to start the show. There we go. I get the chat over the side. I'll move this over because the wife doesn't want to be on camera. Alabamian. Give me a weird eyebrow there, buddy. Shadow says, hey, Ron's right, wife.
Hi, Shadow.
Say it louder.
Hi, Shadow.
I think he heard you. Okay, let's go over to the table. Let's get this camera rocking. Okay, what you're looking at here is the Southside Hotel. But, you know, I just want to say before... Oh, we got glare, do we? Let's fix that. The box will be gone in a minute, don't worry. So I just want to point out before we start pulling out the parts here, if you purchase this kit, you're not going to receive this kit in this manner. I get, Imagine That laser art kits like this because I am, a long-time builder. The first kit I built for Imagine That laser art was back in 2008. So, please don't think that if you get a kit from Imagine That laser art, they're not going to package in a box. I told him a long time ago that, you know, don't put it in a box. Don't waste a box on me because I'm just going to throw it out in the garbage and I don't need any more. I got enough. Could probably pull you out 3 or 4 that's holding out spare parts and all my little stuff that was supposed to get thrown out. The wife said, throw that stuff out, and I said, no, it's going in this box. And I've got enough boxes, so we don't get boxes. This is going to be 2 kits built into one. It's going to be a kit bash. I was actually expecting 1 kit, but this is obviously 2. And I'll have to call the client tomorrow to figure out how he wants it finished. But tonight, it was going to fly by the seat of our pants because that's how we roll. Grab your beer. Let's get ready. I just like to find out what he wants me to build first in the instructions, or because I'll get in knee deep before I. Now I keep these bags too. So clearly this is a very large kit. Hi Ron Brights, how you doing? I'm just looking over the chat here to catch up. Is the glare only there when I'm at the desk itself? Maybe I'm blocking some of the glare. I have the door open too, which means that there's daylight coming through the door. We might be over bright. I can turn off some of those lights. Shadow, you know what the great thing about Imagine That Laser Art is that at the beginning, the original owner, well, let me just say it this way. The hardest part about making a kit is that, you know, when you're designing a kit, you're designing the kit itself. And most designers design from the model point of view. Once they get done the model, they almost feel like they're finished. Except for the fact that I think that that is a mistake. And that's how the original owner of this company worked. He's an artist. And this isn't a slam on his character or the way he builds these things. When he started building these companies, he had no experience. And he had to learn all these things on his own. And I had the opportunity of learning that along with him at the same time. Except for the fact that I didn't have no control over the things that I was hearing out in the public. So I would describe these things, and you know, it wouldn't be any of my business if those ideas were taken on or not. Instructions are very hard, and at the beginning it was much like a Lego instructional manual, where it would be like photographs kind of implying your next step. because the language of how we all learn is totally different, right? So these new instructions that are being made by the new owners of Imagine That Laser Art are much more robust. You know, when Nick bought the company, he took a lot of feedback from you know, the public and their custom builders. He won't say it in public, Nick. We're gonna have to rectify that sometime, buddy. But the instructions are heavy, and you know what? They're still photo intensive. They're still like Lego, but they also have that verbal instruction or the written instruction that help those people who need to read along. You know, the lucky thing for me is, you know what? If it's a picture book, I read the whole story. So, Shadow, just to note for you, we have Ron Brights over in YouTube, and we have Jose. We have Jose over on Twitch. Jose, welcome. Please follow. I'm going to build this model over the next few days, and I hope you enjoy. So let me get over to the desk again. I'm kind of itching to get into this build, because I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what the color I'm supposed to paint these bricks, and that's what I kind of want to get to before, you know, I gotta whip this kid out. It's kind of summertime. Need the dough. You know what I mean? What happened to our music? Did you turn it off on us, Shadow, there, or what? Hey, Billy, how you doing? We're starting up the Southside Hotel build. It's a dual. It's it's a double kit, so I'm gonna have to kit bash it into one. The thing is, Billy, we're going to move over to Twitch in about an hour. Yeah, I know your excuses, buddy. Just kidding. He's giving you a hard time. We're gonna listen to some good music and get your mod stuff going on. I know what you like. It's a little funky. I like Cure. Let's get on over there. Almost sounded like we got a new follower. I wanted to find out who they were. So to do the jukebox thing, Billy, will be an exclamation mark, song request, all one word, and you can put the band name in alone, and it'll find the best relevant search for that and put it in the list. If you want a particular song, you put band name, song. So I'm going to White Stripes. Seven Nation Army, it says in the... It doesn't go over on YouTube. But, we got Seven Nation Army. And, that was pretty funny. Billy put in a song request of The Viewer, and it figured out The Cure. Good one! It's smart, isn't it? So I want to point out something for people who don't really know much about wood laser cut kits. The windows that you're looking at right now on the screen are called a micro plywood. There's all kinds of names. It's just micro ply. Some people call it aviation plywood and stuff like that. But the thing that I want to point out is that you know, there's a lot of trial and error when a laser cutter is purchased. You have to focus it, you have to make sure it's clean, you have to vent all the smoke out of it so that it doesn't smudge all your lenses up, all that jazz. And Shadow just requested beer in the chat. It's not gonna happen, buddy. That's hilarious. Good one. I'm gonna put hashtag cheers beer. There we go. But the thing is that so again, I'm not cutting up the old owner of the company. I'm just stating the experiences that we've had in the past. And part of the things that Nick has learned while being the owner of the second owner of Imagine That Laser Art, is that is some of the lessons that Mark learned while being the founding owner of the company. And one of them is having a proper laser cut on your wood. We don't want to push out the many little pieces to get these windows. Excuse me, right on cue with Shadow's beer burp there. But excuse me. But what you'll see here is that these sheets are finely cut, and most of the parts will push right out of the sheet without any trouble at all. And some of the parts are sitting there just through static or just the will to stay, you know, part of the group. But the thing is that it's very nicely cut, and as you can see that these pieces, they don't require any work to pull the pieces of wood out of the windows, which is fairly difficult on a model. You know, you'll find a lot of model wood manufacturers out there really don't have a handle on their laser just yet. And I just want to compliment Nick on the fact that, you know, he works in an automotive factory. And you know what? I think that has something to do with his quality control. And this is clearly a kit that has a lot of quality control QC behind it, because these windows are perfect. Hey Sparky, how you doing? Just a note, Sparky. We've got probably about 20 minutes left, and we're gonna move over onto Twitch. The link is down in the description, and we're gonna listen to rock and roll, Ozzy Osbourne, you know, all that stuff while I build these Imagine That Laser Art Southside hotels. There's 2 of them, so it's not no run-of-the-mill build this time. Tonight we're going to be painting the wood, and we're not probably going to get very far on that front. Actually, before we move any further, let's find the kit on the Imagine That Laser Art site and get some views. So the YouTubers can't see your chat. No, Shadow. Let me do this. But it is getting put together. Sparky is up there somewhere. No, it's not in there, is it? What a bugger. See, that's why Twitch is better. I'm just kidding. I gotta go over here to ITLA scale models. And so Shadow Wolf says hi, Sparky. You're a busy beer. Sit down for a pint. Have a break. Billy says hi, Sparky. He could probably see it now. Gotta make sure this music keeps on rolling. There we go. So there's our Southside Hotel on the website, and I like what he's done to it, because he's left the yellow brick, the raw wood showing through, and he painted the pilasters red. Hi Patrick, how are you this evening? Just a note, in about 20 minutes we're going to be shutting off of on YouTube and going over to Twitch, so we can listen to that music list we were building last night. Just trying to get people over there so they don't feel like they're missing out. This is another picture of the Southside Hotel. You can see that there's fire escapes on there. I really enjoy making these fire escapes. They've actually improved drastically over the years. They're now sort of a tab and slot style, which makes them much easier than their original design. So I really love making them now. When I first started making them, it was for a series of 4 Albany towers, which has about 30 fire escapes on each kit. So I've probably built at least 200 of these fire escapes. And I gotta say, it's really I really appreciate you know, these little design features like tabs to push the to make everything align perfectly. I gotta see if I can find the kit. Now my internet's fairly slow because I'm streaming to the wet. Yes. So everybody who wants to go over to Twitch, it's down below in the description. Yeah, you can see me. Okay, so building kits. Where's the Southside? Where's the Southside? So I've built, let's see. This is a variation of the Lion's Head Hotel. It doesn't have the front. I've built a number of these. I did a review on the Cooper's Alley kit. I did a review on the factory building 3-in-1. Albany Towers, I've built probably about 5 or 6 of them in total. One of my favorites is the Sherwood building. This is a really nice looking kit. And actually, in N scale, this kit over here is totally made out of micro plywood and is a beautiful kit to build. The N scale version is wonderful. It is like, it's much different because these bigger kits are made out of MDF, and the MDF is a full 1/8 of an inch, maybe even a 1/4 of an inch thick. And the N scale micro ply building is about a 1/16 of an inch thick, so it's a really nice structure. I haven't built the Grimsby station. It's kind of a specialized kit, one-off kind of thing. Uh-oh, we've got Jennifer White in the call. Thanks for stopping by, Jen. It was great talking to you, Patrick. I hope Twitch works for you because it is a really nice platform. I found out that Shadow has troubles using Safari on it, but Chrome works fairly nicely. So look at this kit. Now, this is a beautiful kit. I love the awnings. I wonder how I'm going to do it back to back. Maybe the client wants me to do it super tall. That's a possibility. And if I had to do it super tall, I'd have to cut off the bottom commercial area here. This is pretty cool. Well, that one's pretty dirty. I don't know what to say. It's beside a coal yard. What can I say? I don't know. This one's a better picture to look at. I like the vines too. They really look nice going up the side. And Nick's done a lot of work on his roof details, and you can see that they really stand out and are a really nice part of the kit. I don't think it's a good idea to put a ladder to the roof. Those kids these days. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The sign isn't LED. It is laser cut MDF. But it is a 3D. It's etched out. So, well, it's not etched out. It's cut out, and it's thick. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. So it's got a substantial footprint. And if you paint it white or yellow or something like that, it really stands out a lot. You know, as I'm talking to you here, I'm looking at the kit and I'm going over the colors of what I want to do it in. And you see, when you're building structures for people, it's not your structure. But the thing is that it's my job to be able to guide the conversation when the client doesn't really know what he wants. He just loves the footprint of the kit. You see, this is a really nice kit. And the thing is that inside story, the inside baseball story on this kit is that Nick had the opportunity to talk to George Selkirk at the Fine Scale Expo last year in Massachusetts. You know what I mean. By Boston. George Selkirk of Fine Scale Miniatures said he complimented Nick on how nice the kit was, and bought one off of him. And so it really is an attention grabber, and that's for even the old good guys, you know, like George Selkirk, my hero. Bye, Jen. Have fun on that porch. I think you have to build. It said maybe you have to do it. I don't know. Try doing it in O scale with my eyes closed, buddy. You'd be like building Braille in Braille. You're from Mass, Billy? That's pretty interesting. I'd love to visit there sometime, I gotta say. So I just want to tell everybody who's on the call right now, we're over on Twitch. We're double streaming over onto YouTube right now. But in a few minutes, we're going to cut from YouTube and go directly to Twitch because we get much less lag. It's almost instantaneous, the stream to Twitch. So it's really nice to chat with each other, and we're going to listen to some rock and roll. None of this fancy dance music. It's going to be something really fun. And if you want to request some music, any music, I don't care. Could be No Effects. It could be Julio Iglesias or somebody else. I don't know. If you like some French stars. 99 Luft Balloons. Hey, that's a good song. What is that? See, this is how it works. Song request. 99 red balloons. I hope it gets the punk version. Oh. I don't know what... Oh, it did. Okay. So I gotta look over here, see what we grabbed. Oh yeah, we got the original. I forget who did the punk version. Was this a 6-foot pole or? The 90s. They were so long ago. 100 years ago at least. It was last century, I'll tell you that much. That song's gonna rock. So I hope you like what we're seeing here. I hope you're interested. We're going to go over to Twitch pretty soon. We've got 10 minutes to go. Sparky, thank you for the follow. I love it. See, when you follow or subscribe or donate, it all comes up on the list. There's no hidden sources. There's no money under the table, any of that stuff. It's all open. I'm an open book. And if you got any questions about the models that I'm building, the glue that I'm using, if I said to do it some other way and I'm doing it the opposite way, tell me. Be with Shadow and catch me when I'm doing it wrong. Because I do it that way sometimes. So yeah, so if you're interested in watching this stream for the next couple hours, thanks Ron Brights for the follow. You're on the list. Rock and roll, it's working. This is cool when it works, you know what I mean? Yeah. It is really cool. So, the second we go over to Twitch, we'll be able to get some of this lag out of the system. You might notice that the photos, the video is much more clear than it was in weeks past. We've been working on that. We've had a few upgrades to the system. We've got more upgrades to go. We actually need a complete overhaul, but we're doing what we can. You know what I mean? Just to share the hobby and get things put out there. Oh, you want to be a moderator over there, do you? Let's see if I can get you to be a moderator. There you go, Spark. Yeah. So, being a moderator is the kind of thing where, you know, you can share a link to the crowd. If somebody comes in and starts talking crap and, you know, taking the fun away, you know, that's what that's for. If you want to be a moderator, contact me off line using my perry.ron@gmail.com address. And I'll make you, if you're a good friend, if I trust you, no problem. We're probably going to have a max of about 5 moderators. I think we've got 3 or 4 right now. So, thanks for watching. We've got about 5 minutes left to go. Yeah, Shadow, if you check the little crown in the top corner, you can become a Prime. You can connect your Prime account to Twitch to get rid of the ads. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you've done that yet. This music has cut off on us twice. The buggers. That's why I like Twitch. You don't have these problems over on Twitch. You know what I mean? So, last chance. We're gonna have the stream open over on Twitch. The link is down in the description. Once I stop this video, it's gonna archive itself and then go public to people on both of my channels, Ron Perry and Just Another Scale Modeler on YouTube. And if you want to see the rest of the video here tonight for the next couple of hours and listen to great tunes, click that link and go over there. You have good fun. Thanks for watching. We got 3 people over on YouTube still, so please, if you want to watch this build this Southside Hotel, let's get another look at it. The Southside Hotel we're building, well, I've got 2 of these kits, and the client hasn't given me instructions if he wants to make it a 40-story building or a double wide. We got to figure that out. Excuse me. So please come on over to Twitch. It's gonna be fun, I promise. I have some Coca-Cola. It's gonna be semi-PG. Semi. This is gonna be rock and roll, and it's gonna be loud. Hello, Ambus. Thanks for coming back. Now, like I said, I'm gonna pull the stream down. I'm gonna pull the stream down, and we're gonna go over to Twitch. And the reason I'm doing so is because it's a cleaner. It's hard. It's not as hard on my system. I don't have to hook up too many things, and it's really good. So give me about 10 minutes, and I'll be up on Twitch and ready to rock with all our music.